Hi, ladies. I'm just getting. I'm already, but we'll give everybody else a couple more minutes. It's not quite on the hour. Who's here? Where are you from? Today is a miserable rain Easter day here in Vancouver, and it takes a lot for me to say it's miserable, but it really is. Oh. Windy and warm. Where in the interior, Tina? If you don't want to tell me, that's fine. I understand people like their privacy. Mhm. What did we do last week? Oh, Williams Lake. So that is Tara's old store. Can you believe the nerve of her falling in love and moving to North Carolina, closing her store? Okay, there's more people here. I can tell there's more people here. I don't know who they are until you talk or leave me a comment. So everybody say Happy Easter. Let us know you're here and who's here. Tina, do you guys still have snow? What did we do last time I was here? Okay, so I'm going to start rumbling on here. So Allison is gone. Hello, hello, happy Easter, happy Easter. Allison is gone. She's with her mom in back east in Ontario. And so I'm filling in today and Tuesday, so you get a double dose of me. The plan right now for Tuesday, for Technique Tuesday, is resist, but that may change because there's some new stuff I want to play with. But I always like showing you stuff I know. Anyway, so today I'm playing with our new happy birthday kit. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. And I made all these cards, and then I realized that all I did was kind of cut and glue and cut and glue. And that's not really that interesting for you guys. So I decided to do a 3-tier pull card, which we'll be doing. And I'm excited because I forget every so often. I forget we can do mechanics and cards, and it's been a while. So, okay, so I'm just going to go over the kit quickly. It comes with all this ephemera. This pops right out. So if you get one with a W, I had to open a new one because mine's all cut up. It pops right out. The pieces pop right out for you. And it's all about birthdays. Happy birthday. Hooray, it's your day. Party, celebrate. And then it comes with 5 sheets of matching cardstock. It also comes with a sheet of acetate, but I think that got stuck in the packaging. Some matching shaker mix. These are really cute. They've got, let me grab my little tray. Little stars. It's called Licorice All Sorts, and it's got stars and pink and black and all those colors of the Licorice All Sorts. Not a huge Licorice All Sorts fan. But my husband is, so we always have them around. Now, who here likes Licorice All Sorts? Anybody? Also in the kit is 10 sheets of 12 by 12, which is not something we haven't done in kits before, but it was just such a fun kit, and we didn't want to get it cut up or anything because it has these great, there's a term from them, but all these great sayings and stuff. So you get a sheet. This is the back, the front and back, and you get you get 10 sheets. So you get and polka dots and cupcakes with little "Let's Celebrate and Make a Wish." And what else here? Oh, there we go. That doesn't make sense. Little tiny confetti paper, bunch of birthday cakes. These candles. I love these candles. This is the card I made and was going to show you today, but I've changed my mind and I'll explain why in a bit. And on the back of that is this green and another sheet of sentiments, and then on the back of that is the happy birthday thing. So you get 10, so you do get doubles of each sheet. And that's our kit, and we ship our kits with no charge for shipping, no free shipping. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so we are making a 3-tier card, and the first thing I'm going to do is just sort of give you a quick template. I know if you go online, you can find a zillion different measurements for these things, and they can be made any size. Now, I was going to do the black one that's pictured with this, but these are 6 inches, and I really wanted to do an A2, and the pieces, and I did a 6-inch one, and then I realized that if I do that, it's going to be gluing and paper piecing stuff together, and that just makes this complicated. And the point of this is to show you how to do the tier card, do the basics of the tier card. They're one of those things that are so easy, and you can do them any size once you get the idea. So I'm just going to make you a quick template to show you the concept of this. So I'm going to cut this down to, let's say, let's go 4 on this, just to make it nice and big for the camera. And why I had to laugh. I thought, oh, I'll pick a colored piece of paper to do this. And I did. So it shows up better on camera, but then I've got my 2 weird blues. Okay, so that's been cut down. And then the idea behind our card is that we're going to fold it. Where are we going here? Where's one of the ones I've done? Okay, so this is our 3-tier card that we're going to do today. It's all tucked in. I like to leave the little bits peeking out, so people go, oh, hey, what's that? And they figure it out. So this just pulls out and it says, yay, it's your birthday, and it says celebrate. So I'm going to show you how to create this, and there's no reason this can't be 4 or 5 or 6. There's some little tricks where you can go diagonal and stuff. It's a lot of fun to do once you get the basic concept. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So this is 8.5 by 11. Let's just go 9 and do easy math for everybody. So what you need to do first, and I have all the trimmers handy sitting by my desk here. So this one doesn't have good measurements. Okay. Anyway, so we're pretending this piece of paper is 9, and it will be in a moment as soon as I put my thing away. And what we're going to do is we need to fold it 3 times, so we have 3 flaps. So because this is 9 inches, and we're just going to go 3 and 6. Okay, that's all I had to do on that. And I'll keep that handy for when we're making the actual card, and I'll grab my cutter here. Okay, I'm just going to cut it off at 9 inches. Okay, so we're going to fold these in. And I haven't worked with paper for our cardstock for paper for a long time, so it's very thin. And fold this in. Okay. And so you have this. Now this piece is repeated over and over again in this card, depending on how many times you want to pull it up. And what you need to do with this is on this piece that goes inside, you need to make your slider mechanism. And all that is, again, is a slot. So to make sure it's straight, I'm using my little cutting mat here and here. So this is square on my line. Oh, no, it's not. This is square on my line. Okay, and my ruler is square, right? So it's here to here. And so whatever I do will be square. I'm going to grab my little knife here and cut my slots. And then, of course, there we go. Doing this all one-handed here. And I'm just going to cut here and here. You can do this on your paper cutter. Very simple to do too. Okay? And there's our high-tech mechanism. That's all it takes, okay? So this is going to be hidden inside your card. And you're going to add, now I like to recycle stuff. This is just a strip off the paper. And you're going to add a loop to this. And we're going to fold it over. And fold it over again, okay? I'm going to give this a quick cut. Like my cut, a little tear there. Pull up my tape. I can use glue, but it needs time to dry then, right? So I would tape, I will tape this better in a real card, but as I said, I'm just making a quick template for you guys so you kind of understand the steps in case I don't break it down better. And we'll take that off and fold that over. So there's your basic sliding mechanism that ends up inside. And all that happens is you're going to glue whatever to this. At one step, it will be our balloons. And then it'll slide up and down like this, right? And that's all there is to it, okay? Okay, so now on with the card. Now, I didn't make the 6-inch one because I don't have 18-inch paper. And I would have to stop and glue papers together so that we could get a triple fold, okay? So what I did is instead we're going to use, this is 12 by 12, and we'll do everything based on 12 by 12. It makes life so much easier. That way our card is 3 inches, and it can either be wide, and it can either be... So this is 12 by 12. I'm going to cut it into a 4-inch piece, which I have a little big for. Right? Did the math wrong on that the first time. You know what? I don't want to cut off these cupcakes under my blade. So I'm actually going to trim it right under the candles. I love this because I've got my little wire here. I know exactly where it's going to cut. Butt it up and there. But I'm so, well, I can, so 2 things. A, I can leave it this big. So the card, when it's finished, is that big with all those pieces on it like that. Or I can go in and cut this off. Why don't we leave it? See how it turns out. Okay. And, okay, so now that, because this is 12 by 12, I need to divide it and turn it into a three panels. Card. Oops. Sorry, guys. I hope I didn't lose you there. Hope we're still basically centered. So, out with my score pal, and we are Scoring at 4 and 8. We have our nice little triple fold now. Now, back again to, I'm the person who doesn't like all the complicated measurements. But I know that if I do this, you get a bit of a bubble. So what I'm going to do is just trim the slightest bit here. So I would never tell anybody to, oh, please trim your paper down to 11 and 7/8. But that's basically what I'm doing here. I'm just trimming enough so it sits flat. See the difference it makes? Okay. Now, actually, well, I've got this out. I'm going to show you the other way. On the template, I used the ruler and my knife, my X-Acto knife, to cut it, but I don't need to do that. I can make my slots here. So I'm stopping about a centimeter from the top, and I'm going to go down to about 1 centimeter from the bottom and pull that up. Can you see? Okay, and then I'm going to move it over a good inch and do the same. That's not a good inch, that's only one space. Inches and centimeters. I grew up in our system just as we started changing over, so it's all very complicated. I'm all very confused. I flip back and forth all the time. So this doesn't matter how wide it is. Okay, back again to, you will get people and say, okay, make this 1 inch wide. It honestly doesn't matter as long as your strip fits it. And now let's make the mechanism for this. My strip off my thing, and I'm gonna put it in here. See, that's even. And I know some people don't like to glue these, but to me that's just wrong. So I'm going to do that. Okay, just make sure they're nice and straight. And where's my bone folder? There it is, right there. Now, I had mentioned that it's fun to do these on angles and stuff. So what do you think you would do, people? All you would need to do is, instead of putting this straight up and down, you would put your, and much easier to do and show, just put your slots on an angle like this, and then there's no reason the card can't pull out to that direction. But back again to the basics. Okay, so I'm gonna glue this. And you're gonna laugh because I have lost my pin. And so, but it gets better. I lost my pin, so I went and got another one from the warehouse, another set of replacement pins, and I opened it up and I heard it drop, and I got down on my hands and knees and searched for 10 minutes, and I have no idea where my pin went. Anyway, I'm investing in a glue tip. So there you go. See, now that's going to fold up and down for me. And while we're waiting, and I'm just going to put my tape here. I'm not going to tape it together quite yet in case it needs a little finessing. But you just need to put a piece of tape from on the inside. And this is a little bit big. There you go. So there's your bottom layer. Now I'm going to do the next piece, which I want to do it a yellow. The only thing to remember for aesthetics is that you want the seam on the back of your card. You don't want it showing on the front. You don't want this showing on the front of your card. So just, yeah, keep that in mind when assembling. So there is my bottom piece. Okay, I haven't glued it together. I have my loop. I can stick it all and together at the end. Okay, we'll put that one there. Next, I need to take my yellow. And because this one is 4, I'm going to cut this one to 3.5. So you just need, every layer just needs to be a little smaller, tighter than the last, okay? So that it can fit, so it'll slide for you. Okay, 3.5, looks so small. Did I do that right? I guess I did. Okay. You don't have to, so this could have been long and skinny like this. Maybe it should have been. Maybe I'll flip to the other piece of paper. So, and I'm going to do this at 3.5. And 7, because that would be double. See, I'm not dealing with 8s and bits and stuff like that. Okay, and we fold that in. We've got the same thing. And because I'm using an 11-inch paper, this is too big, so I'm going to cut it out because I didn't pre-cut it to the 3, 6, 9, 10, and I didn't cut the extra bit off first because I don't need to, because I'm not that person. Okay, so here we go. Off that goes. See, it doesn't matter that this is a little short because this is the piece I'll cut the mechanism on, and it will all fold nicely. I'm going to cut 2 slots in this paper, 1 centimeter from the top and about 1 centimeter from the bottom. And I'm going to make this nice and wide. That looks good to me. And cut down like that. Okay, nice big slot. The only thing to remember is it's only going to go as high as you cut. Okay, your piece. Okay, so mechanism number 2, and it's only 20 after, so we're doing good for time. Take my bone fold, this is not a bone folder, this is the creaser. So I do like a nice sharp crease, and I do like to use I have a really nice bone folder that I like to use, but this is handy, so we'll use that. Okay, same thing. We're going to use a strip of the paper off the bottom of the 12 by 12 and create the mechanism. Okay, we're going to fold that over. Nobody's ever going to see this, so it doesn't matter what kind of scrap you make it with. And we're going to cut that off right there. Add some tape. Did I do the other one with glue? I like glue. It sticks. You don't have to worry about it. And it's right where it needs to be. I just usually, if I'm doing demos and stuff, it's much faster to use tape there. And I'm going to glue that down like this. And I will use tape on the side here. And put tape on my side. Now, is everybody following along? Does anybody have questions right now? Okay. Everybody's being so quiet today. I'm all organized. I can read comments today and everything. Okay, finally getting better at this. And again, we're just going to slide this up. And we're just going to, oh, I might have made that a little too tight, you guys. Oh, it's a little tight. Okay, so couple solutions to that being too tight. I can narrow it, cut this out again and make it thicker. Make the slot thicker. And it will slide better. And right now it's really sticky. Okay. Quick solution number 2 is I can cut it off and do it again. It'll be so much faster than anything else. Okay, so I need another piece of scrap. There we go. And I won't do this one so tight. That's the glue. I can get it nice and snug. Okay, so down it goes. We're going to fold it over. We're going to fold it over. There we go. That one's not, I didn't tug on it when I did it this time, so it should be much better. There we go. Little adhesive. And there. Okay, let's see this one. Oops, it's not dry yet. back again to using tape will demoing's much better. Okay, there we go. Up and down it goes. Okay, let that dry. Now, that's all you need to do for your triple tier, because the one that pops out, it's going to pop from here. It's going to pop from there, right? This one's going to pop from here. And you can make another piece of cardboard, but you don't need to, okay? So that's the sliding, and then the next one slides from here. And the balloons will fit. Okay, so remembering that I want this on the back, I'm going to flip it over. Actually, no, let's put this aside for a second. I'll give that glue a chance to dry. I want to use this on my top, but I don't want this big square white thing. So I'm just going to do a quick fussy cut. And I can't see my there we go. So you can see these are well loved. They might have too much junk on them. They squeeze, so it makes my life easier. And so I'm just going to fussy cut the tops of my balloons out. And whoops, while I'm doing this, it's a good time to ask questions if anybody has any questions. Sorry, I just checked the screen. Do a quick fussy cut here with my scissors. So yes, I've been having a lot of fun with this kit. And I made a bunch of cards, and I kind of wanted to promise that I just used the stuff in the kit for the thing. So I was doing that, and I was having fun cutting and gluing. And then I realized we kind of did a cutting and gluing a couple weeks ago, and that's no fun to watch. So I did add that triple tier to this to make it a little more interesting and give you some new ideas. But the kit is, okay, so it's just a quick cut on that. Now this is going to be the piece that slides out of here. Okay, so when you pull it up, it's gonna peek out. But that looks weird to me now. I cut it down, but there's a little tiny pink thing there, and I cut around it. Now it looks like I did a wall. Anyway, so this is my back. And I want my piece to slide out of here. So I'm going to tape it to here, if that makes sense. But I also want to make sure it's high enough or low enough. And so there we go. That looks like, So I'm just going to tape it right into there, and this will pull right up. Is it still loose enough? This is the one I redid, right? Yep. Okay, well, this is probably perfect example of good things going, bad things going wrong. So it's good. I can show you how to fix this. So this is still really tight when I'm trying to push this up, and I don't want to fuss with it when you just want it to slide up. You don't want it to be too fussy. And instead of cutting this out again, I'm just going to actually take my knife and hack it out of there. And nobody will ever know. Or maybe I glued it. There we go. Okay, so it should slide like this. It should be that easier. But for something on the bottom, for some reason on the bottom, it catches. But look, this can be as ugly as you want it to be, because nobody sees it. Okay. I'm just going to trim this out. I can also put this on my cutter, but my knife is handy and my head is probably in the way. So I just made that wider. That's all I've done. Taken a little tiny bit off. And now I will have no problem sliding this up and down. And I don't want it to catch on anything, so I'm going to carry this all the way up. There we go. Nobody will ever see this. It doesn't matter that it's not perfect. So, but you know I'm going to fuss with it more. So, I think I would like this to slide up a little higher. So, I'm going to pull these up a little higher. And keep this one right there. Okay. Now, if you're one of those people who loves everything pre-measured and done, this is probably driving you crazy that I'm just hacking away with this. But there we go. There. So now it's going to pop up higher in which two. So, okay. Okay, so this is going in here, which is going in here, and I want to glue it in there. No, I don't want to glue it here. Okay, so a little piece of tape on here, I usually find. Do you know the glue and tape trick? If you want to tape, and this does need adhesive, you guys, because people are pulling on it. A lot of adhesive, the more the better. So I'm using my 3mm Be Creative tape, and I just taped it to the inside, okay? And I'm using glue. So what the glue does is it just gives it a little wiggle time before it sets. So I can fuss with stuff if I want to. I'm gonna put this right here. So see, there's tape, and the tape will hold once the glue dries. So it's double adhered. Gives you that room. And there we go. And since I'm done, I'm going to, oh, did I just look what I just did? I left that on the front. Oh, well, I warned you guys about that. And I'm just going to pull this off. I could fix it, but it'd be a big gluey mess. So there we go. It was more of for the people who are concerned about, and that pulls right up. There we go. It doesn't pull right up because it's the other side I pulled right up. Cut right up. So I'm just popping this open because I cut this end. And this is why we use glue and tape. There we go. That slid off okay. And we're going to do the same thing. So that goes up there. There we go. Okay. Well, there you go. This is very much how I make cards. Like, oh, that's not what I wanted. Let's fix it. Okay. And now we're going to take this whole piece that we've made. And, oh, we're going to do a quick cut on this. Same idea. I want the little balloon peeking up out of, oops, sorry. I am bifocal age, but I haven't bit the bullet and done that yet. I have my prescription, but I don't want to do it. And I'm putting this right against this edge, and I'm just going to glue this down like this. Back again to, there is actually glue on there. Okay. Lots of glue. See, doesn't that little bump bug you? I can't see it with my glasses on. Okay. Down goes this piece, which is still drying. There we go. And now it's time for this piece. This one, there we go. So this one, I want to go like this. And so this is what I want facing me. So I'm double checking that this time that I haven't got that seam where I don't want it. And this is my mechanism here. And I'm testing it now because the other one was, I wonder if it's because it's such a wet day on my paper sticking. So I'm going to make this one a little, I don't know. What do you think? Cut it, don't cut it, you guys. What do you think? Hey, Teresa. I don't, well, okay, I'm going to cut it because it'll make me feel better and it'll slide better. And we're doing okay on time. So same thing. You can put this, I can put this on my cutter, or I can just grab my ruler. Sorry, I know this is weird. I just want to cut towards me. And here, cut this one off so you guys can see it better. And I'm just going to trim 1/8 of an inch. And then we'll have a nice galley in there. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah, I did it. Please tell me I didn't get it right. You see, I put my mat in there. Halfway through the cut, I was like, did I just fold this over and cut through 3 layers? Okay. And there we go. So, nice big galley. It works. As I said, it's wet here today. Really, really wet. So, it could be that. I didn't have any trouble with it when I was doing my sample on Friday. There. Okay. That's really nice. You can also, just a little trick, if anything's slidey, you can put wax crayon on it, ladies. Get your, I always use white because I use white for resistance stuff, so I have a bunch of them. That's the front. That's the back. There we go. So this is going to pop out of here, and then this is going to pop out of there. Okay. That's the plan. I'm going to open this up, glue this down, tape and glue this down again, and we'll be ready. Two pieces of tape. The last one I keep making just that much too big. This is the, I tear all the time, you guys. And this is why I love this tape. Okay, so tape, glue, and I can see this, just to make it easier to see, ladies, and I'm just bending it so I can center it. And I can see that is going to stick out about 1/4 inch, which is what I want. And there we go. And I'm going to wrap it up. And I did it backwards in a day. Oh, that's no problem because there's glue on there. Except there's glue on there too. So nobody's going to see this. So I'm just going to grab a piece of scrap so it doesn't stick inside. Normally I would let it all dry, but just in case, actually here, we'll do this because it's kind of pretty there. Oops. Oh, it's not even going to stick. Okay. I'm still worried about that, you guys. So a little piece of sticky in there. I can remove it later if it comes off. There we go. Then I don't have to worry about that being about the wet adhesive. Okay. Yay! We're going to pull this off. And we are together. This would be so much fun with pull tabs and stuff. Again, I promised myself I would only use what was in the kit. So we have, and it goes back down. The little balloons hanging up. Okay, I want something here. Now on my sample, I used the Celebrate. So let's grab that. There, and in the set, there's a lot of little bits and pieces. Use the Celebrate. Ooh, Make a Wish. No, it's got birthday balloons on it. We could use Happy Birthday. Okay. Celebrate. Yeah, I think I like the celebrate with the... Okay. Again, I'm fussy cutting. Why am I fussy cutting this? Because I'm trying to be good and use... Oh, and I didn't even use the stamps. What's in the set? Yeah, big happy birthday. It's your party time and stuff. Would have been good on here too. I like this big black focused focal point. Quick. So, depending on your... Oh, my big black pen is not here. So I've made this look like a die cut, right? I left enough room. If you don't like that, take a black marker and go around the edge, ladies. I'm also going to break out the sequin mix and use that just because it's here and I wasn't trying to use it. Yeah. Okay, so these go in the back. These are my nice thin black foam squares. Just gives it a little lift, not too much lift. And I'll peel these off. And what do you think, you guys? Up, down, up, down, straight, or down an angle? Any feedback at all from you guys? I'm looking. Yes, you definitely have to have sequins on a birthday card. But up or down, you guys? Up, down, straight, or crooked? Quite happy. The mechanism turned out really well. And you put that. Yeah, ribbons, especially since it's balloons. But back again to maybe I'm going to have to add ribbons to the thing if I don't hear from you. Okay. Okay, no thanks, Teresa. But nobody's commenting where they want it. Okay, so let's put this here. Now, somebody wanted to know one time, I would sign it back here on this. Probably one reason I do this second panel, usually in something neutral, so I can sign it. Okay. Okay, and then, know what's really hard is to be random. Can't see those birthday candles at all. Anyway, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to shake this out on here. This is more of a mess to clean up. And then just sort of push it around a little bit and get it out to the outsides. We tend to say, oh, just put it on randomly. But then what do is we space everything evenly. And if things are spaced evenly but random, they're not random, because if you drop things randomly, they're close together and far apart and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to, let's get rid of some of those. Push these out here. This would also be fun as a shaker piece, wouldn't it? There's an idea. You could do the lid. Oh, anyway, I'm having a lot of fun with this cork. Like, oh, I could do this, and oh, I can do that. And sometimes, giving yourself a limit, like saying, okay, I'm only using what's in the kit, is so much easier, because then you don't feel, it just gives you a place and it gives you limits. And sometimes, if you've got a lot in your stash, I don't want that white one there now. It can be daunting. And right now, what I need is some Hefty Doodle tape, but I don't have it. Okay, that looks fun, kind of looks random, so let's start gluing some of those down. How are we doing for time? Okay, so who's making Easter dinner today? And are you having ham or turkey? We're doing a ham this year because I can't be home basting turkey and making cards. So I'm going to get rid of this white one. I'm going to get rid of this white one. Oh. I was using my wax tool earlier and I just figured it got so cold. It's just not working properly. It's really, really cold in this room. Like, so I know you just need to rub it between your fingers, but I'm back again to, you see how I create? I just like to do stuff. I don't want to. Okay, let's get rid of this and that. And you guys want to watch? If you don't want to watch me methodically glue these all on, this would be the time to say goodbye. Allison's back next week, I believe. And I don't know what she has in store for you. But instead of watching me methodically glue those all on, I will show you the one that we've already completed. Yay, it's your birthday with the balloons. And I don't have the big ones here to show you. Oh, they're in the other room. The black one I made, though, that are this size, you see how much bigger it is? All I needed to do was create an 18-inch piece of paper. Okay, so I took two black papers, glued them together because I wanted a black base to put this on. And I just didn't want that to be a step for you guys to think and it was a complicated thing. So I just used 12 by 12, so it makes it this size. Yay! See, it looks like this. So I hope you enjoyed that. I will finish these up and maybe show you on Tuesday and grab the other big ones I made that you haven't seen yet. And yeah, happy Easter. Enjoy. I hope the bunny brought everybody a little chocolate. And we'll see you in, look at me, short on, I'm even done in time. And we will see you Tuesday. Bye. Thanks, Teresa.